As Myanmar moves forward in its transition to democracy, the old ways of doing things are beginning to change. Everyone here loves reading newspapers, but with satellite and 3G infrastructures causing mobile penetration to rise to almost 80% in Yangon, preparing the country for the digital revolution is critical. Hla Thang is one of 85 journalists, citizens and students, taking advantage of today's more relaxed media laws. She's learning to become a mobile journalist, or Mojo. Basic rights Hla and her fellow countrymen have been fighting for more than 50 years.
After 1988, the military regime imposed more restrictions against the media. There was no newspapers at all, except for the state-run newspapers like the New Light of Myanmar and Jmo at the time.
So like many, his brother Ong fled Myanmar for Bangkok, where he set up the Irrawaddy newspaper to expose the human rights violations in Myanmar.
My brother founded the Irrawaddy with the mission or idea to deliver the information at the time, especially to the international community.
Like the Democratic Voice of Burma, broadcasting from Oslo since 1992, and Mizima, another exiled Burmese media established in Delhi, Irrawaddy published in exile for almost 20 years.
And Irrawaddy websites were blocked inside the country, and the Irrawaddy's printed versions were illegal inside the country. And if the authorities found someone with a copy of the Irrawaddy, and that person could be sent to the jail with a 7 years imprisonment.
Today, it's a different story. Here in Yangon, everywhere you look, there are newsstands. But what's been described as democracy's third wave
didn't really gain traction here until the last election. And historically, election results haven't always guaranteed change. In fact, in 1990, the military here quashed its first free and fair elections. 20 years later, the Arab Spring showed us that a change of government doesn't necessarily guarantee freedom of speech.
That's why the Norwegian government decided to fund this mobile journalism program.
You got a story?
To provide citizens and journalists with a skill set.
Hi, this is Nuno again from Yangon, Myanmar.
To enable them to use mobile technology to its fullest potential.
This is a country which is just started to feel what democracy could be like.
My name's Evo, and I'm taking part in a Mojo workshop with Irrawaddy.
And if we can teach them to make fantastic stories,
this
is probably the most important thing we've ever done.
Trains are running late for Yangon commuter.
The course is brilliant. It's fantastic. I thought before that courses, the Mojo's training
Myanmar movies
were not necessary because we are print journalists. But it's very clear we need it today.
What's revolutionary about this technology is that it's accessible.
I have a lot of stories to tell, but I don't know how to explain or how to convey. So I joined this program. At least I expected that I can learn a lot more than I expected here. That's why I'm here.
And it's these very personal citizen stories that excite Sonny Sway, the CEO of Frontier Media.
In this country, 135 different tribes of ethnics. Can you imagine they have all the right to say what they want and train them and connect to the world, and that is a beautiful thing, and that's my dream. Yeah.
It's also Hla's dream.
အမှောင်ရိပ်ထဲမှာလွှမ်းနေစေပဲရှိပါသေးတယ်။ဒါကြောင့်မိုဂျိုရဲ့စွမ်းဆောင်မှုဟာအများကြီးအခုအစရောင်ကြီးအစပြိုးလာပါပြီ။အများကြီးထုတ်ဖော်ပြသနိုင်ပါစေလို့လည်းဆန္ဒပြုပါတယ်။ရင်ထဲကစကားသံကူညီပေးတဲ့အတွက်ဝမ်းသာပါတယ်။